What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're taking a look at, well, it's not quite mono black. It's going to be Golgari. It's black with just a smidge of green. And we're going to be playing some Warlock class combo here. And again, as my video yesterday pointed out, I'm kind of on location this weekend from the Hunter Burt Memorial Open, so my audio is not quite right. I'm in a pretty echoey room, so I apologize for that. But we can skip past all that and just get right into looking at this deck list for this Golgari Warlock combo. Now I do want to be fair and give credit here because there's a lot of versions of this deck that are out there, and this one actually comes from Ali Antrazi, who I believe played this like 4 or 5 days ago now. So just something I want to be transparent about here on this one because I had a list I was working on and his just looked like a little bit more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and play his version of it. But like I said, you're probably going to see, I don't know, probably 6, 7 different versions of this out there right now. But starting at the top, we're going to be playing Shambling's Gas, mostly because it just makes mana and makes it easier for us to do what we're trying to do. I mean, getting that extra treasure is going to be pretty important here. Warlock class, one of the parts of the deck. Now, I also want to say this, like, you're not beholden to the Warlock class. Like, you can do fine even in games where you don't get this. Matter of fact, we'll probably win some games where we don't ever get to combo off. But this is cool because it kind of creates a, I don't know, if you want to call it just a get out of jail free card, if you will, because if you do get this set up with the combos, you're going to be able to just win out of nowhere. Deadly Dispute helps us find other key cards, whether you're talking about sweepers, removal, just other things to help you, planeswalkers to finish the game. Hunt for Specimens. This also lets us play stuff out of the sideboard. So, or, I mean, your lesson board, if you want to call it that. But yeah, this is actually going to work pretty well for us here. It gives you a blocker that can gain some life. It actually checks a lot of boxes for this type of deck, especially when you're trying to go for the long game. Now, Scourge of the Skyclaves, this is the other part of the combo with the Warlock class. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, the Warlock class on its 3rd level lets you, basically it says at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. So basically, however much damage you've done to the opponent or however much their life total has gone down, they now lose that much additional. Well, when Scourge of the Skyclaves is kicked, which if you can kick the other one, or actually play level 3, you can kick this. But it says whenever it was kicked, each player loses half their life rounded up. So let's say they're at 12, and then they lose 6. Well, at the end of the turn, the Warlock class says, hey, you've lost 6, we'll now lose the other 6. And since it's half, well, 2 halves make a whole, and your opponent's dead. I guess makes them unwhole. But you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, easy combo. Only playing 3 copies, though, because it's such a costly thing, and you get it early doesn't do much for you, because it checks both life totals for its size. So, 3 is plenty here. Then we're playing 2 Soul Shatters. Most of you know what that does by now. Same thing with Baleful Mastery, just kind of rounding out our removal here. 2 Binding of the Old Gods, removal, but also ramping up the deck to let us get to those higher costs. I'm trying out a couple of Culling Ritual. This is something that Ali did not have in his version, but it's something I'm giving some consideration to that allows us to just jump to our higher cost spells sometimes. It does run the risk of getting rid of Warlock class, so we'll see how that works out or how much that tension plays into our games. And then we have Lolth Spider Queen, because why not? Lolth is, I've said it before, probably one of, if not the best, one of the best cards out of Forgotten Realms for sure. Shadow's Verdict, along with Blood on the Snow, are just kind of keeping the board clear while we're trying to set up a long game, whether that be with Planeswalkers or with our combo to kill the opponent. And then we have a Professor Onyx, because again, just a late game finisher. And 1 Harness Infinity. Lets us get everything back from our graveyard and see if we can finish with that. Lands, you're not doing anything too fancy here. Going with the Snow package, because it does help with Blood on the Snow, but also gives us 10 Swamp, 2 Forest, 4 of the Darkboar Pathway, 4 Woodland Chasm, and 4 Faceless Haven. So overall, the deck's trying to play kind of a long, control-y sort of game, and then finish off with some of your big late game cards. But As always, we're going to play these games, and at the end of the games, we'll come back and talk about what we would replace in this list and what you can do to make it better going forward, and we're going to have a card spotlight for you. We go first, sure. Come on, opponent. Let's go. All right. Probably just going to hunt for specimens to go get some land. Though this is a situation where a culling ritual would not necessarily be bad. It might turn out to be absolutely great. It might turn out to be glorious, as things are. Kind of thinking, do I want to just draw a card with this one? Because I can block and then draw a card versus going to get the mana. And I'm going to have 4 anyway next turn. So there's not a reason to do anything else, I don't think. So yeah, let's just pass. I mean, we prevent more damage this way. You know, granted we gain a life, but that's fine. Alright. Here come the beatdowns. Okay. We will block 2 damage. Actually, no, 3 damage, as it is. Block. And then we'll sack this duder. Ooh, also a Shadow's Verdict. That is nice as well. I could... Well, no, I wouldn't be able to do anything else because I need to sacrifice something. Alright. Alright, at 12. That's not bad. So now let's see. If we Culling Ritual, we would have mana to play Environmental Sciences and another Hunt for Specimens. So that seems fine. So let's go... Yeah, that seems okay. Oh, opponent gave up. Yeah, I'll keep this. For real, because Seema just... It is. It just takes so long to realize. Like, but the thing is, like I said, in theory, is the card bad? No, it's not bad. Like, there are definitely worse Magic cards that we should be calling bad. But it just takes a long time to get anything out of it, which is why a lot of times people don't play it. I guess I'm just gonna take this. Okay, let's do this. We'll go get a Swampy Swamp. Unless they want to hit this. I was gonna say, they could have actually hit it with the Jiraiya's Disruption. Attack for 1, unless you want to kill my 1/1. Which, I don't know. Maybe you're vindictive like that. Play a Shambling Gas. Alright. This is the first time, I think, in forever I've had a blue-red player do nothing, no foretell, no nothing, or whatever on their turn. Like, that's unreal. That almost never happens like that. We're just gonna attack. I mean, if you want to kill something, you can kill something. I'd love if you killed my Shambler here. That'd be great. Kill that Shambling Gas? Be awesome. Let us play Loth this turn. Be great. And then we're just going to end the turn here. They're not doing anything. Is this like a Giants deck or something? Nope, there's an Expressive Iteration. I don't know what the opponent's doing, y'all. I really have no idea. I mean, my guess is maybe they have removal cards, but they don't want to waste them on 1/1s, which would make a lot of sense. I mean, especially when, you know, we have Faceless Haven we might be trying to attack with next turn. That would be justifiable to wait. Or, you know, if we play Loth, make 2 creatures, they just shoot Loth. That'd be reasonable too. But okay, Warlock class. Nifty. Let's do that. And we'll just spend our mana to go look, because what else are we going to do here? Ooh, we get a backup Loth, or we get a Binding. In the event they play Goldspan Dragon next turn, we should probably have one of these. If I were guessing. Because their hand's so slow. I mean, I'm trying to justify to myself, like, what else could they have, you know? And it's got to be something like that. And the dragon. There it is. I was going to say, like, you couldn't just have, like, nothing the whole time. Good news is, this does eventually make our Skyclave, or Scourge of the Skyclaves, a bit better. Oh, don't have a negate. Don't have a negate. Oh, they totally had it. Okay, well, we can't do anything about that. They probably got us on this one. I should have just taken the backup Loth and just played. Well, they would have countered the Loth anyway, though. Would have been the same general idea. Gonna take some extra turns. Just take your extra turns. Yeah, all right, cool. I was gonna say, like, just do your thing. Like, what are we waiting on? I'm making a deck worse, trying to beat every single thing when nothing beats every single thing consistently. Like, that's how we get in that situation. All right, let's see how this does. Opponent also has a Shambling Ghast. How quaint. All right, I'll attack. They probably want treasure. Nope, they don't. Interesting. Slowly, may possibly set up for one of these 3 Loths that we have in hand, which is just the worst. No blocks. Yeah, I think too often people are looking for perfect, and you're just not going to have perfect decks. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get... I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get this. Okay, no attacks. We're now on the defensive side of things. And also, if we can get the opponent to block, we get to use our treasure before they use theirs. Had we attacked, they could block, sack, whatever. They might have actually just tried to kill both of our creatures, but we don't know that. I'd rather not take that gamble. So that being what it is, I will take a treasure here. Actually, you know what? I'm willing to kill both of these off. Do I care, actually? All we really want is for the Shambler to turn into treasure. If the opponent doesn't get treasure, then we get to keep a 1/1 to block later. And that's probably fine. And could be another counter for a Loth. So, sure. Because they might actually need the mana. But I also want the mana. So, it's fair game. Shambling Ghast shenanigans. So they did take the treasure. So now they have 4 mana. But they didn't do anything with, mind you. So let's go ahead and hit off this first Loth.
Come closer, little thing, that I may see you better.
Alright, they're going to use a Vanishing Verse. Seems fine. I don't hate it. I mean, we do have Hunt for Specimens. So we can go find another land. But I would like to just draw one and just drop back-to-back Loths. Would be great. Though they might be about to do the same on their side, which is going to make this very weird. Nope, just a Skullport Merchant. With 3 treasure to back thing. Oh, this is kind of nice too, though. Don't hate that. Well, what do we do here? Part of me wants to sack one. I think, though, we just do this. I think we got to play it safe. We got to do what's right. And then gain some life, which is going to make the Scourge worse, but that's okay. Now we can kind of indiscriminately just play our lulls and not care. Like now, we could play Lolth, attack with 3 things maybe, leave the 2 new ones and a 1/1 back, then see what happens to the other Lolth, and then go from there. Oh boy. Well, now that they have a flyer, that changes things. Well, not really, because the spiders can still block flyers. That's fine, I guess. Yep, we have 2 Lolths, opponent. Yep, might as well stop one of them. They probably have another Vanishing Verse too, though. Oh, well, that's not bad either. Okay. Well, deck keeps trying to find some little ways to help us out. Have a feeling, as quick as they were trying to target it, I think there's going to be another Vanishing Verse here. There was not another Vanishing Verse. Okay. So, Instinct says, I just want to attack with 3 things. Just in case. Alright. Gonna take 4.
Aren't I the generous one?
Ah, see, there it is. There it is. I had faith you had it, opponent. Sometimes you just know things. Eye twitch, sure. I think we're gonna do this. Sacrificing this 1/1. And then if we draw a land, I'll just Binding of the Old Gods to get rid of Spellbinder. I think. Okay. And this does set up Lolth for next turn. I don't know if that's good enough, though. Because I have a feeling they're going to sack this Eye Twitch and then go get Mascot Exhibition, which is sad, but there's really not a lot we can do about it. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe just kill the Merchant, because it's the only thing that can block safely. Ugh, so gross. Because we don't greatly care about the Spellbinder, since we're going to have tons of spiders. So, yeah. Don't love it, but yeah, we're only playing Standard 2022, as I put in the title and description. Yeah. They didn't sacrifice their Eye Twitch. So what's going on? What's happening? I really thought they were going to sacrifice Eye Twitch there. Huh. So I don't know what the opponent's doing then. Okay, Blood on the Snow. To go get back. Merchant? Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that actually works out, because they can attack 3 things into Lolth anyway next turn. So that's good for them. That works out just the same. So actually, I wonder if it's more beneficial to play this turn. And then play Lolth next turn, so we have more things to back it up.
And then we'd also have mana if we found something else we wanted to play. There's also a weird situation that we could also not block and then take 5 if the opponent wanted to do that, so that we can actually get this into play. So I'm going to do that. Because just playing Loth doesn't really do anything. Like, playing Loth just technically lets me kill these 2 things, and then Loth just dies. Right? So this at least gives it a chance to survive if we do this. Now, does it help us? I don't really know. We'll find out. I would have liked to have had a creature land here somewhere along the way. Would have been great. But we'll just take advantage of what we can. Alright, opponent's attacking with 1 thing. We know their hand's a land and mascot exhibition. So that's good. So now we can play Loth. Not even have to give up our treasure. And we can, for the moment, block 3 things. And we will pass. And now we can just start drawing cards if nothing really goes sideways here. And get our life total down a little bit. Okay. Sounds like a plan. I only have 1 thing that can block. Or I have 2 things that can block, but only 1 type of thing. Oh, that's excellent. I'll block with a Shambling Gas and kill that other flyer. And that was unexpected. Or I could just block with all 3. Reload Loth. Make 2 new tokens next turn. And still kill that. And then end up with 1, 2, 3. No, it'll still only be 2 blockers. But I do have the creature land. Huh. Okay. Not really how I thought that was going to go, but... Okay, that works out. That's nice. Okay. All right. Now we're a little better off. Little bit. Opponent passes. Good deal. All right, we're going to draw a card with Loth. This is the situation we hoped to get to in this fight. That helps, but we're just going to pass here. We have enough that we can activate the Faceless Haven and still use Baleful Mastery, so that's nice. Baleful Mastery can also get their creature land, so that would be great too. Hey, Matthew. It is going great. Playing this kind of wacky deck here. I think I'm just going to hold on to the Baleful Mastery. Okay, good deal. Now we're starting to get to where we want to be. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to get a card. Take another Faceless Haven. And then we can do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. We could just go up and then just, yeah, set up the combo for next turn. No attacks. You're up, opponent. I mean, they know we have Scourge of the Skyclaves in hand. Yep, that'll do it.
Actually, are we going to keep it? Yeah, we'll keep it. I'm giving you one more game here because I thought after that last game we would have had plenty of footage because that game was so long. But it turns out it wasn't quite enough to make the video long enough that I wanted, so I'm going with this, and hopefully y'all enjoy an additional game. I mean, I guess we could attack, but we were trading for nothing, so no attack. Wow. Alright. So if they attack now, we block and kill their gas. Yeah, wouldn't be cool. I mean, maybe they're afraid to lose their creature. I don't know. They obviously didn't want to give it up there. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But we definitely have card advantage right now, and our hand is all removal. Man, I am tempted to take Shadow's Verdict here. But I think I'm going to take Deadly Dispute. And pass. Mistake there, though, was I should have played the Faceless Haven, knowing I'm not doing much else this turn. Interesting. So they didn't make the play last turn because they obviously wanted to hold on to the Shambling Ghast. But I'm not totally sure why. Remove counter. I mean, I guess we just kill the Satchel, right? Because what else are we going to do? Alright, Satchel dead. No attack. I mean, I guess I could ultimately kill off both Shamblers, but I don't even know what the real benefit is there. Sure. I guess I'm just gonna get a treasure. I mean, I can kill off their Shambling Ghast, but it feels like they want it dead. Okay, well that was weird. Alright, we're gonna hope this one's quick, because I have some stuff I need to go do, but let's try to make this happen. So we're gonna go first. We're gonna keep this one. Hand's not stellar. I mean, the Scourge probably isn't gonna do much here, but it does give us a chance to get a few things set up. We can search for something with the Warlock class, and possibly remove something with that Baleful Mastery. It's also arguable here, by the way, that you could play the Woodland Chasm first, since we don't really need to do something with the Warlock class. So, would have been a reasonable option as well here. But I think we're just going to go this. We did get lucky and draw another land, which is pretty nice. I don't know what we're up against, so I'm going to go ahead and take a Shadow's Verdict, even though we do kind of need the land. I think just having a sweeper for a little bit of safety is nice. Let's go ahead and get one of these chasms into play. We'll pass. Not bad though, we already have what, 5 lands available to us? And the good news is, this is a situation where if we do end up comboing out, the red-black decks don't really have a way to deal with what we're doing. So let's go ahead. I think we're gonna work on getting the mana we want, honestly. I don't think there's much else we need to be doing. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna pad our life total a little bit. And now we have 6 lands, so we're almost to the magic number of 7, which is what we need for this and this. Storm Predator, we got that covered if we kill it next turn. Which I think I will do just so they can't, like, use a dispute or something else. Let's go ahead and put the Chasm into play, and we'll just Baleful Mastery. Because that exiles, so we don't really have to worry about anything crazy happening here. Camera's a little crooked. Oh no, sorry y'all. There you go. We're just gonna pass, no attack. This little duder's just gonna sit back and block this Shambling Gas. Alright, opponent is slowly running out of cards here, which is nice. Very nice. We might go ahead and just safely remove everything with the Shadow's Verdict here. And then just set up our back-to-back turns, I think. So, yeah, because we don't have anything in the yard worth getting back. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just Shadow's Verdict. I didn't attack first because I didn't want them to be able to search for anything or make an extra treasure or anything like that. They can still do that here, though, if they want to sacrifice the Eye Twitch. But now they're just going to be down to... Oh, they actually must get mana. Interesting. What are they trying to do? Okay. Well, no matter what, I think we're mostly safe here. Not sure why they went to just get land. Unless they needed a 6 mana very badly for something. Oh, maybe they just needed double red. To cast a dragon, maybe? Flame. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and 7. No attack. And unless they make us discard our hand, I think this is it. We're going to be able to Scourge of the Skyclaves, and that's going to do the opponent in. Yeah, I mean, we can block for sport. Kill off the Den of the Bugbear. I mean, might as well still play fundamentally sound, just because oops, maybe they have something I haven't thought about. Grim Wanderer, okay, well, that's not going to matter. We're going to go ahead and, well, they're tapped out anyway. Alright, play this, kick it up. Opponent loses half the life, kick it up. Then end of turn, Warlock Blast is going to take care of the rest. Alright, so those games actually played out a lot better than I thought they would have. I thought it was just going to be a bit too slow, and having the weird combo situation was going to make things a little odd, but it really didn't. It actually played out pretty well. The one thing I would say, though, is the Culling Ritual really didn't do anything. I also wasn't a big fan of the Harness Infinity. I think it's not a bad card, I just don't know if it's really necessary. And it's always the card I was looking to ditch or mulligan if it was in my opening hand. So if given a choice, I'd probably replace those 3 cards and play an additional Binding of the Old Gods, another Professor Onyx, and maybe even try out 1 Skeletal Swarming, just to have as that recursive long game finisher there at the end. But outside of that, those are probably the only changes I would make. The deck actually played pretty well, and it was fun for people to watch when I was streaming it, so I'm all on board for that. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Weatherseed Treefolk. This is a kind of a big, dumb, derpy card, but the fact that it's just a big creature and keeps coming back, it was probably the first time I played a creature that really just felt like I was being a nuisance to my opponent. And that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I actually thought it was kind of cool. Now, it does die to a lot of stuff, but it just keeps coming back. So this is actually a cool card. There's a few rare constructed formats and 60 card when you play it, but it's actually a fun one to include in your different commander stuff because it also can get benefits of things entering the battlefield and triggering. It can also just like punch past a bunch of small tokens unless your opponent's gang block on it. So it's got just a lot of fun things going for it, and it's still affordable if you want to buy one and just add it to your deck. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links for our Facebook gaming streams, our Twitch streams, and our Discord, which, by the way, some of y'all have been hopping in there, so welcome to all the new members of the Brood. Also, don't forget, if you haven't, it'd be so kind if you could go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notify button. And I want to give one last apology because this weekend, it's not our best audio-visual output, but, you know, I'm still trying to keep up that 18-month streak of videos every day, and now we're over 750 videos or something in that ballpark. So didn't want to break the streak just because I was out of town. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.